Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, you're audible. How are you, Nidhi?
Okay, ma'am. I am fine, ma'am. I'm very excited to talk with you.
You are a student?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a student?
No, ma'am. I'm a housewife. No, ma'am.
So
I
you
am a
are,
two kids of mother.
so you are a
Yeah.
mother of two kids. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Nidhi, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, ma'am. My name is Nidhi. I am a housewife. I'm a two kids of mother. And if I talk about my qualification, I have completed my graduation. That's all, ma'am.
Okay, don't say I am two kids of mother. Say I am a mother of two children or I am a mother of two kids.
Okay, ma'am.
Or you can say I
Okay.
am married with two children. That means I am
Okay.
married as well as I have two children. Okay. So, how are you feeling today? Are you relaxed
I'm
or
very
nervous? Please
excited.
let me know.
Yeah. I'm a little bit nervous.
Don't be nervous. I am like a friend. Just don't worry about your mistakes. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. Okay. I am just correcting you so that you learn from them.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is
Ma'am,
no problem.
when yesterday you sent me message, I got happy and I got nervous also. Ki how will I talk to you?
So, are you feeling relaxed now? Are you
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, ma'am. Yeah,
Please
yeah.
be comfortable and don't focus too much on grammar. Don't worry about the mistakes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
go with
Okay,
the flow.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Okay, ma'am.
yeah. Tell me something interesting on which we can, do the conversation today. Some interesting topic. Do you have something in mind?
No, ma'am. You can ask, ma'am. I
Okay.
don't have any question.
We can do one thing. We can do PTM conversation. See,
Okay, ma'am.
let's say I am
Okay,
the
ma'am. I'll
teacher.
try my best.
Yeah, I am the teacher, and you have come and tell me your children's names.
Saksham Rajpal.
Saksham Rajpal. Both are in this.
Yes, ma'am.
They are both in the same school.
Siddhant Rajpal. Siddhant.
Siddha. Okay. Saksham
Yes,
is in
ma'am.
which class?
In class 3, ma'am.
And with Siddhant.
Prep.
So let's talk about Saksham. He's in class 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you are the parent. I am the teacher. So
Okay, ma'am.
you have to ask the teacher कि वो क्लास में कैसा कर रहा है. How will you ask that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Please ask.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
How are you, ma'am?
I am doing great. You are Saksham's
Okay.
mother,
Ma'am.
isn't it? You are Saksham's mother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
I'm
are you, ma'am?
Saksham's mother. Yeah. I am fine, ma'am. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Same here.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, I want to ask some question to my son.
Yeah, sure.
How is he in class, ma'am? He does study or not, ma'am?
Yeah, he's doing very
How
well
is
in class. He studies very well, but he's very talkative.
Okay.
He keeps talking in the class and he disturbs the other
Okay.
children also.
Okay.
So, is he that talkative at home also?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
He's
So
very
he talks a
talkative.
lot at
Yes,
home
ma'am. Ma'am, really, he is very talkative.
Okay. And why does he come late every day? He comes late every day. So, is there any problem going on in your homes?
No, ma'am. Actually, sometime he got up late, so that's why he got late, ma'am.
So, why does he get
Yeah.
up late? Doesn't he get enough sleep? Or he
Actually,
sleeps very
yes,
late
ma'am.
at night?
Yes, ma'am. Late at night, so that's why he got up late, ma'am.
Okay, you mean he
Yeah.
gets up late because he sleeps late. But why do you let him go to bed too late? You have not set any fixed time for them.
Ma'am, actually, because of he keep watching phone, so that's why he.
But you should set a
Yes,
time
ma'am.
that they can use phone up to this time. I mean, there should be a maximum time. You should, keep them disciplined. You should create some discipline in the
Yeah,
house.
yeah, ma'am. I will make him understand, ma'am. Definitely.
I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
there should be a
I
set
will
timing
say.
that, it's 10 o'clock. Now you have to sleep. You can't use the phone after
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time. There
Sure,
should be a
ma'am.
set timing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
sure. From today, ma'am, I will make him understand definitely, ma'am, about this.
yeah, very
Yeah.
good. Very good. And he studies well in the class, but his homework is also not complete. So what does he do all
Okay.
day? I mean, after going from school, what does he do?
Ma'am, when he comes back home, He watch phone half an hour,
Okay.
and after that he goes to meet his friend, and after that he come back home and complete his homework. And
Do
but
you, but do you ever check that he has completed his homework or not?
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
But
I daily check his notebook.
his maths homework was not complete yesterday. Did you
Yes,
check?
ma'am. Sometime he left his notebook incomplete, but yes, ma'am. But he will complete, ma'am.
Okay. So please take care of that.
Yes,
He is
ma'am.
not completing homework on time. He is coming late to school, and he talks too much.
Yeah.
So I think
Okay, ma'am. I
he's
will
so
take care
busy,
next time,
so
ma'am.
occupied with his friends. Yeah, because he is a
Okay,
bright
okay.
student. I think he can do very well, and he can actually talk in the class. So he is one of the brightest
Thank
students
you
in
so
the
much,
class.
ma'am.
Yeah. So you should take care of it, that he does well, right?
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. And please
Okay,
motivate him
ma'am.
to participate
Okay.
in sports also. He doesn't participate in any
Yeah, ma'am.
extracurricular activities. He just studies well, but he doesn't participate in anything. So
Okay,
please
ma'am.
tell
I
him,
will.
because we want all-round
Yeah.
development of children. If he participates in
Yes,
sports,
ma'am.
that will be helpful. That
Sports
will
is
be
very
good.
necessary. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any questions for me?
Uh, no, ma'am.
Okay.
What should I ask, ma'am? You tell everything about him. So, and what about my younger one, ma'am?
Uh, what is the name?
Siddhant.
Actually, Siddhant.
Siddhant
He's
Rajpal.
in
Yes,
prep.
ma'am.
He's in prep. So
Yes, ma'am. Mhm.
he's a very young kid, and he's quite, I mean, he stays quiet. He doesn't speak much. Does
Ma'am,
he speak at home?
he doesn't face his tiffin box, ma'am. He doesn't eat anything.
Yeah, I keep saying that please eat your food, but he never finishes
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Is there anything wrong? Because he doesn't speak much, he doesn't eat much, and he doesn't mix up with the other friends also. Other kids, they keep playing
Even
all the time, and he doesn't play
even he
much.
talkative. Okay, but he talkative, ma'am.
Okay,
I
at
don't know
home he
why
talks.
he's doing like this.
Okay, so at
Yes,
home
ma'am.
he talks a lot. And does he eat well at home?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Does he eat well at home?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, he will at home. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
But at school he doesn't eat much, and he is mostly quiet. So maybe the reason could be, maybe he doesn't get enough sleep. He doesn't get
No,
enough
ma'am. He sleep well, ma'am. Actually, he sleeps
sleep
very
well.
well.
Oh,
He sleep before time. He sleep 9 p.m.
okay.
sharp,
He
ma'am.
goes to bed by 9 o'clock every day. That's great.
Every day. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you must speak to him what's going on. Maybe there is something that he is hiding. There could be some problem. I think you should speak to him what's going on, so that you know something is bothering him. Maybe something is bothering him, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. And why didn't your husband come to the PTM?
What did you say, ma'am?
Why didn't your husband come to the PTM? It is parent teacher meeting. It
Ma'am,
is not mother teacher
I
meeting.
always go. Yeah, ma'am, but I always go alone, ma'am.
No, please ask
Yes,
him to
ma'am.
come also, because both parents should be involved in the in the
Yeah, yes,
development
ma'am.
and growth of children. He should also
I will
take
tell
out
him,
time.
ma'am.
Take out time. Yeah. Okay. And do you have any complaints? And
No,
do you
ma'am.
have any
No.
issues regarding the school and all?
No, but
Nothing.
I have only, but he doesn't eat his lunch box,
Yeah.
so
I will take
I
care.
already
I
told
will
you.
try to, yeah,
Yeah,
I will try to motivate him to eat more, and try to give him
yes,
something that
ma'am.
he loves eating, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, ma'am.
Definitely, I will
Yeah,
take care of it. Okay. Okay,
okay, okay,
ma'am. Bye
ma'am.
bye.
Okay, bye, ma'am. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so
Same
much.
here. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about your family.
There are 6 members in my family. My in-laws, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law, my 2 kids, and me and my husband. There are
So,
6 members.
okay.
Yeah.
What does your husband do?
He's a businessman. He's a stone crusher.
Oh, okay. The
Yes.
stone business. He does stone business.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And are you doing a job?
No,
Okay,
ma'am,
you
I'm
are a home.
housewife. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So how old are your children?
My elder one is 8-year-old and my younger one is 5-year-old.
8 years
Yes,
old.
ma'am.
The elder one is a son?
They both are son, ma'am.
Okay, both are sons. Okay, so do
Yes,
they fight
ma'am.
with each other?
Yes, ma'am.
Do they fight with each other?
Sometime, ma'am.
Because I have heard the sons are very naughty. Daughters are
Ma'am, but
sons are
they
very
both are very naughty.
Is your father-in-law retired or he also works?
No, ma'am, he goes to office, ma'am.
Okay. He also does a job.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So at home you are with your mother-in-law. You stay with your mother.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how did you think of improving your English?
Because, ma'am, actually, I want to learn English before marriage, and nowadays I'm learning English for my kids and visiting outside because English is very essential nowadays. So that's why, ma'am, I'm learning this language.
Okay.
And my husband also wanted you learn English. So my family always supported me for this learning language. Yes,
You wanted to learn English before marriage also, but you didn't learn at
yes,
that time. And now you feel that you should learn English for your children so that they get English environment at home. And when you go out and visit some places, then you feel that everyone should be very good at English these days, right?
yes,
And
yes,
your husband also wants you to learn English and your whole family supports you, right?
yes, ma'am. Always they supported me. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So does your husband also speak English well?
No, ma'am. But they speak, but like me.
Okay. So he also wants to improve his English, or he is not doing anything to do that?
Yes, ma'am. He also want to improve his English, but he has no time for learning English, ma'am. Actually.
So when
Yes,
you
ma'am.
go to PTMs, then also you face problems?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But last time when I did join PTM, I speak well, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last time when you went for PTM, you spoke well. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there you feel that you should be good at English at the PTMs, right?
Yes.
And
Yes,
they are
ma'am.
in English medium school, no?
Yes, they both are, ma'am. Yes.
So then your children must be good at English. Do they speak English well?
No, ma'am. No, not now because they're small. So, but they speak slowly and gradually learning, ma'am. Yeah.
So they are gradually learning, but they speak a few sentences at home.
Few sentences. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Ma'am, I'm watching a lots of conversation video and make sentences and watch English movie and with subtitle.
Okay,
This kind
that's
of,
very good.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You are watching
Yes,
English
ma'am.
movies with subtitles, you are trying to make sentences, and you are watching English conversation videos.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
very good.
Actually, I don't want to learn grammar, ma'am. I don't want to go inside grammar because when I learn grammar, I am confused. So that's why I don't want to learn grammar, ma'am.
So you get more confused when you start learning grammar because there are so many rules
Yes.
that get confused. If
Yes,
you don't
ma'am.
want to speak English really well, then you don't need to learn grammar much. But if you have to write an exam or if you have to become a writer, then you need to master English grammar also. But other than
Yes,
that, if
ma'am.
you just want to speak well, then you don't need it.
Okay.
Okay. What about in your neighborhood? Where are you from?
I am from Chhattisgarh, ma'am. Raipur, Bilaspur. Yes, ma'am. Did
So
you hear about Bilaspur?
Bilaspur, I have heard.
Okay.
It is Bilaspur.
But currently I'm moving in, but currently I'm living in Bilha and this is village. It's
Okay.
far from 15-kilometer Bilaspur. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It is 15 kilometers away from Bilaspur. So right now you are
Yes,
in a
ma'am.
village.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that means there is no English speaking environment around you.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No one here to talk with English. No, ma'am.
So it is great that you listen to conversations, you watch movies and all that. But how do you do your English speaking practice? But because speaking is also important.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I uploaded one application. The name is Acefluency. Then daily I call 2 to 3 person and I talk them.
Oh. So you have downloaded an app. You can't upload an app.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
have downloaded Acefluency
Okay, okay.
app, and every day you are
Downloaded.
speaking to 2 to
Yes,
3
ma'am.
people on audio calls, right?
Yes, ma'am. On audio call. Yes, ma'am.
So is it helping you? Do you think it has improved your English?
Yes, ma'am. You can say it's helping, ma'am. I getting new words. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for how long have you been trying to learn English?
Ma'am, it's a very long.
Okay.
Ma'am, 8 to 10 years. Actually, that time I did not focus so much, but I focus in before 6 months.
Okay. For last 6 months, you have been consistently practicing English so that you improve
Consistently. Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Earlier you were trying.
Yes, ma'am.
Earlier you wanted to improve
Yes,
your English, but you were not working hard for it, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
you are doing hard work. Okay.
Ma'am, actually, I had gone Dubai February in 2014, but that time I felt ki I should learn English because we can't go anywhere without English.
Correct. Correct. Okay. You
Yes,
had to
ma'am.
go to Dubai in 2014. So you went there.
Yes, ma'am.
You went there,
Yes, ma'am.
but you didn't learn it. You wanted to learn
No,
English
ma'am.
before going to Dubai, but you didn't.
Because whenever I talk, because ma'am, that time whenever I talk with someone, I'm very stuck. I if I know ki what to say, but I am stuck.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
At that time, whenever you tried to speak to someone, you used to get stuck and you didn't know what to say.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then you
Yes, ma'am.
stopped practicing. Then you stopped practicing.
Yes, ma'am.
So in Dubai, did you speak with anyone in English?
Yeah, actually, we had gone 6 person. So one of them he knows speak English, and he managed.
Okay. So when you went to Dubai, there were 6 people who went to Dubai. So when you were
Yes,
not
ma'am.
able to speak, the other people managed. Okay.
Yes,
So that
ma'am.
is how you communicated in Dubai. Okay. So they were good in English.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So is there anyone in your neighborhood who speaks English well?
No, ma'am. Here is no one to talk in English. No one.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, she speaks very well, but she is not here with me. She's stay in Bilaspur.
Okay. She stays in Bilaspur.
Yeah.
That is why you cannot practice
Yeah.
with her. Otherwise, she speaks English
No.
well. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
whenever you make phone call, when you speak to her on phone, do you try to speak English?
Yeah, ma'am. Sometime I tried, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
does she support you or she tries to make fun of you, make mistakes?
No, ma'am.
Okay. She doesn't make fun of you, she supports you.
Yes, ma'am. She supports me. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So on the Acefluency app, tell me about the co-learners with whom you talk every day.
Yes, ma'am. What did you say?
When you speak to the co-learners, do you get nervous?
No, ma'am. Because they are strangers, so that's why I'm not nervous.
Okay. So you don't get nervous in front of them. And
No, no, ma'am.
okay. And they
Because
can't.
because
Yeah.
that is the audio call, so that's why I'm not nervous.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So do they correct your mistakes sometimes? The co-learners?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sometime.
And you
Yes,
also
ma'am.
try to correct their mistakes?
Ma'am, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So,
I didn't get chance this type of.
so
Ma'am, please tell me what should I do for my English?
you want to improve your English, you are watching English movies and TV series, and you are doing speaking practice on Acefluency every day. I think you are doing the right thing. And apart from that, you can read also. Start reading
Okay, ma'am.
5 to 6 pages of anything. I
Ma'am,
mean, it could be a
sometime I
storybook
read
or book.
my Ma'am, sometime I read my elder one books.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can read
Yes, ma'am.
anything. Try to read some 5-6 pages every day. That will be helpful. And
Yes, ma'am.
try to write for about 5 minutes every day. That will also be helpful.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Nidhi, let me give you one more activity. I will give you a topic and you will speak on it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
The topic can be I like which one do you like, beaches or hills? On this topic you have to speak. Okay. Which one do you like, beaches or hills?
Hills.
Yeah. Now you have to explain why you like hills.
Because because the weather is very cold hills, so that's why I like hills. Yes, ma'am.
Speak a little more on this topic.
Yeah, ma'am. It's a very high, and whenever I went high and look after down, I feel scared also. But I like that type of weather, and I really most like hills, because whenever when I was went to Simla, that time I did enjoy.
Want to say something more or you're done?
Done, ma'am.
So you like hilly areas, and if you have to choose between beach vacation and hill vacation, you would choose hill vacations because you like to go on
Yes, ma'am.
hills and you like to
Yes,
go on
ma'am.
the peak of the mountain, and when you look down, you feel very happy. You feel scared, but you still love it, right? You love the
Yes, ma'am.
scenery
Yes, ma'am.
and you love the weather.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
that's great. You do one thing, you make it a practice to speak on a topic every day. Just take one
Yes,
topic.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Like here,
Yes, ma'am.
you were just struggling for ideas, right? So,
Yes, ma'am.
so take a topic, any topic, and speak on it for 1 minute non-stop without looking at any
Ma'am,
notes,
actually,
without looking at your
ma'am,
mobile.
actually, it happens. It happens always with me, ma'am. Whenever I talk with someone, ma'am, my mind is very blank. Or when if I alone, ma'am, I talk too much with myself, ma'am.
Okay.
I don't know why it happens with me.
So you can do one thing. If that happens with you, you do one thing. When you do conversations on Acefluency, then also try to do it. During the conversation, you
Okay.
ask this person that give me a topic, I will speak on it for 1 minute. And do this practice in every conversation. Then you will become very confident. This is
Okay, ma'am.
important because this will force your brain to think about that topic, isn't it? So this helps
Okay,
you
ma'am.
think in English. And thinking in English is important for speaking in English. So you try to
Yes,
do
ma'am.
this
Yes,
in
ma'am.
every conversation.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah. Tell me, you have any questions for me?
What should I ask, ma'am?
Okay.
Actually, I have been your YouTube channel, ma'am, for 5 to 6 months, and that time I was thinking I wish I talk with this ma'am, but now, but now I'm today. I
Yes.
talked with you, ma'am.
And you made it true. I mean, you
Yes,
saw a dream and that came true. So when you think of something that you picture yourself that you are a very fluent English speaker, and that will happen one day if you just keep practicing. So, yeah,
yes, ma'am. Definitely.
when we think of something that we can make it true, then we definitely do hard work for that. So you are
Definitely,
watching my
ma'am.
conversation videos?
Yes, ma'am. Every videos. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So have you subscribed to
Ma'am,
my
and
channel?
your way and your talking way is very, very nice, ma'am, and you correct it very nice, ma'am. So that's why I want to talk with you, ma'am.
Okay. So that is why you wanted to talk to me. Okay. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
ma'am.
And have you subscribed to my channel?
Yes, ma'am. All channel. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So do one thing. At the end, you tell all my viewers that subscribe to my channel. Tell them and subscribe to my
Please
channel.
do like the video, to subscribe the video, to watch this. Watch this. No, ma'am. What should I say, ma'am?
You have to say, if you like this video, please do hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel so that you get the notifications whenever I upload a video. Okay?
Ma'am, next time I will say.
Yes. So thanks for watching. And it was such a lovely conversation and you spoke really well. You are actually improving.
Thank
And
you.
we can have another conversation about after about 2 months. Then I will see how much you have improved. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
ma'am.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
nice
Have
to
a
talk
great
with
day.
you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Bye
All the
bye.
best.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome.